Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got Rome. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he almost made it, but just
Aaron
short.
Jones
Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 76 yards. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His pass became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this is going to be intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in. Right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Stop your whining.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 27, Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So after the INT, it's Allen rolling to his left. He'll run it and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch it.
Here's Allen to throw it. Screen play, McKinnon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Allen's pass.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out?
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
The kick is
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Made by Bobby Okereke. A loss of 2. Brings
on 2nd and 12. Watson, they'll set up the screen to Fournette. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
16.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better.
And that's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Watson He'll buy some time right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit his safety back.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain. Because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Allen off the play fake. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 50. Now a hit and a loose football.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football.
The 24-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch Mike. Check tight. New Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the screen.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Running out of the gun. And he's got some space here. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
19.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 4.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Go! Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their. They'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And it's 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Pass.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The ball didn't work very well on that play. Defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On play action, Allen.
Hey, get out of the way.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Allen's pass.
The Lions will use the
Complete
first
to
of their
Mike
timeouts
Gesicki.
as they stop it
A
here
gain
with
of
just
14.
under 40 ticks to go
First
in
down.
this first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, Brownie! Mike 52. Watch
To throw again. Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it'll bring up third down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
It's a turnover on downs.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike 55, Mike alert.
Throwing again is Watson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
At the 20-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And now Watson throws another interception. His time is now run out on this first half of action.
That's the end of the
so
first
we've reached
half.
halftime here in a 4-point game.
19,
as we send you on over to Orlando 15. For Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Watson, off play action, rolling to his right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Double dog, that's the way. Say it.
An option run here for Watson. 10 more there and another first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards down.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And it's up and good.
Jason McManus set to kick
After
off.
the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings...
Over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This is taken at about the 14. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's good.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, Watson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's
not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
Complete to Leonard Fournette.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike 55. Check 55. Hey, we got a snap.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good for a
That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Cowboy.
A great play there. his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Back now in Arlington. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Now Allen, got to have this one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down, Detroit.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
Allen's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little... It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Under 10, 10.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Fighting through pressure. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 50 yards. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. No, check that.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Justin
Okay,
Jefferson.
game on. Don't go anywhere
Touchdown,
yet. You got a
Detroit.
one-score game now.
Mason Crosby.
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check 25, check 25, check 52, check 31.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Jerry Tillery.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts.
Brings up
as they'll talk it over
7.
here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, 18, 54. Mike, 54. Check pass, check pass.
Watson escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll go as a pickup of 8. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get this one across.
Throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a pickup.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
But without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.